I'll try this a new way. I'm gonna show you the tricks that I know. I'm getting tired of talking, and I need more of a show right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. It's the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. I think I'll do it on my way. I'm gonna show you what I'm going through, get you out of your comfort zone, 'cause I need more of the truth right now. It's time that you made your mind up, 'cause lately all it ever does is change. Feels like we're only talking, going round and around, back around. I will fight like no other every day. I won't stop like the others. I will stay. 'Cause now is the right time, and I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I know I can win right now. You got me up tonight, 'cause loving you is like I'm walking a tightrope so high. I won't be turning around, no, I won't be turning around. It's the right time, I'm feeling alright. I'm playing your game like I will win tonight. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around. Don't forget it, don't forget it, don't forget it. We'll turn this around.
Hey everyone, welcome to Geeks Vinyl Live and the Drone Show. It's really great to see such a great audience already flooding in, and all of the familiar names. One of these days I'm going to record what happens while the introduction music is playing out. Yeah, I think you'll all be very shocked and have a very different view of a certain co-host. That's all I'm saying, but you know, she does have to put up with me, of course. So yeah, welcome to the Drone Show this evening. It's absolutely fantastic to see you all here, as I said. Elsmeghead, thank you for the first super chat of the evening, £5. Let's get this party started. Indeed, sir. Let's get this party started. I do have a new thing, actually. If anybody wants to super chat and wants a particular colour in the background, then just put in the super chat what colour you would like, and I'll do it. Hey, you know, it's something for your super chat money. Dave Ennis, good to see you. Andy Keast, hello. Elsmeghead, Coast to Coast Drones. Coast to Coast Drones, you're saying echo, and I don't believe you. I saw your little plan in the chat beforehand to say there's an echo when there isn't. So it's a good try. It's a good try. For our guest for the first portion of the show is Herman Green from Phantom Flight 101. I'm very excited to have him on the show. He is one of those guys, as many of you will know him as his partner Lawrence Clark, who they do 2 live shows a week on their respective channels. Which is an awful lot of work to do. So we wanted him to come along and be a guest and relax, put his feet up and chill out with us. One of the reasons why I wanted Herman on this week is I actually should have been in New York this week for a wedding, and I was going to meet up with Herman and Lawrence and co, but obviously with the world the way it is at the moment, that wasn't something I was able to do, unfortunately. So we're going to be looking at, yeah, all right, Lib. Okay, I'll make your mic live one of these days during this, and then that'll embarrass you, won't it? See, I'm calling you out. See, Lib's in the background giving me hell, people, which you'll be pleased to know. And then we're also going to be having a look at some cool FPV flights and talking about our FPV Wednesday thing, giving you a bit of an update on what's happening, some viewer videos, and we've also got some drone news coming up as well, which will be good fun. So without delay, let's go ahead and bring in our guest. And for some reason, and I'm not sure what Lib has been drinking this evening, but she's a little bit more uncontrollable than Mikey from Philly Drone Life. And that's saying something. Hi guys, how are you?
Hey, you okay? I was just saying how lucky Herman is that the events have happened that you're unable to travel to see him. I'm sure he's devastated.
Well,
we're having technical issues. We're having technical issues, and we seem to have lost the feed from Wales. Lib, are you there? Sorry, no, yeah, we've lost Lib. Unfortunately, half the audience leaves. Yeah, Herman, hi. It's really great to have you here, sir. Thanks a lot for coming along and joining us.
Thanks for having me.
We always get to see yours and Lawrence's shows during the week. So as I say, it's good to have you come on and relax and be the guest for once and not have to run the show.
You know, it's funny. I was more nervous for your show than my show.
Oh, bless you.
Why is that?
I don't know. It just felt like I was just doing the first live stream ever all over again.
Bless you.
Oh,
Do you think it's got anything to do with the fact that Lib is so unwelcoming? Was that what it was? When you came in, Lib was just so, she looks so nice, doesn't she? But when the cameras aren't live, she's so terrible.
Different.
She's almost uncontrollable. It's just.
Oh, here we go, playing the victim.
I don't know what I've done to deserve it, but but hey. So for those of you that don't know, Herman runs a channel called Phantom Flight 101. There is a link in the description to his channel. Hit on the link, go over and support him.
Yes.
As I say, he does a live stream once a week on his show, and as part of those guys, and Lawrence does it on Novice Quads, the other live show that week. And the two shows together combine to give some really great drone community support, fantastic drone news, and a really good relaxing kickback and chat, which is fantastic. So Herman, tell us a little bit about your channel in terms of, because it isn't just live streams with Phantom Flight 101, and I think people forget that with those guys sometimes. There's a lot of other content on your channel, isn't there?
Well, yeah. Actually, what happened was with my channel, I didn't even start out with the live streams. I had the YouTube channel, and it was just, just to post videos and stuff like that. It wasn't anything serious. And then I met Lawrence, and I had told Lawrence I wanted to learn how to edit video. Nice. Because I really didn't know how to edit video. I was just playing around for the first few months of me starting this thing. And then when he showed me how to edit, we did this for a few months, working at it. Once I was able to do it, I was like, you know what? Let me take this to the next level. And then, not knowing where I wanted to go with it, I just started putting down videos that I put together from the flights that I was doing when I was out. And him and I started flying together, more often because we were members of a big drone group here in New York made up of the 5 boroughs. And a lot of guys from outside of the 5 boroughs, but a neighboring area, we have well over 1,000 members.
Wow.
And
is there really?
Guys, guys do meetups on the weekends and stuff like that almost every week. Different groups at different areas all over the city and fly. And that's how I met Lawrence. And we started flying together, during the week because I was home and he was, home and we had time. So we were out flying, and that's how we started those guys.
Very cool. Yeah. All of the times I've been on your show and obviously watched your show, etc., I never knew that. So that's absolutely fascinating to know.
Yeah, that's how we started those guys.
Yeah. Well, we've got a few videos of Herman's to play out this evening as well. And the first one here is actually from the Cold Harbour. So I'm going to play this out so everyone can get a little bit of a taster of Herman's type of video.
We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again, pieces of love, it's alright. Scattered in mud, it's alright. You're giving me a lie again. And tell me what you want. This time I won't take it to the heart. 'Cause I know we won't make it out. I've heard it all before. Yeah, tell me what you want. Let me hear that I'm the only one. You know that we won't make it out. We've heard it all before. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright, so let's move on. 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 We head for the sky, it's alright. Our wings wouldn't fly, it's alright. If we are crashing down again.
Santiago.
Hi, yeah, that was fantastic. Some great flying there, Herman. What do you remember what drone you were flying?
I was flying a Phantom 4.
Oh,
Phantom
cool.
4 Pro.
Oh, very nice. Is that your preferred type of drone?
Well, it was the best drone that they had at the time when I purchased it, and going by what they did with that camera was so good. So I just
Yeah.
I love it.
Awesome. Do you fly any of the Mavics yourself, or is it the Phantoms?
I don't
that you
I don't
stick with?
own any, but I've tried it. I don't own any of them. One that I did think was nice because I did fly it in the store, the Mini.
Oh yes, yeah.
I thought that was a nice little drone. I just can't wait to
Fan
see what's going to
favorite.
happen in the future
Yeah.
with that scale of drone.
No, indeed. I mean, it is the Mini is a very capable little drone, and it's incredible how much tech they've got in there. And yeah, I fly it and my Air 2 a decent amount. The Mini, though, obviously has its limitations with wind and things
Yeah.
like that. And the Phantom is still the iconic drone, isn't it? Really, that we all sort of look up to with the manual shutter and everything else like that. It does get those cleaner images, and
Everyone
it's
I've
so
spoken
stable.
to has either got a Phantom or a Mavic Mini. Everyone. It's like the iPhone, isn't it? It's like
Yes.
so well known. It's a
Exactly,
fan favorite.
exactly.
Well, at one time it was only the Phantom.
Indeed. Just very quickly in the chat. Hi AJ Alvarez, PD Tech. Hello Agent K. Welcome. Philip Koshat, Hot Rod in Daytona. Hello BMAX Airy Visuals. Hello sir. Great to see so many channel members in here tonight as well, with the little green names and the little
Yeah, there's a lot
emojis coming up.
today.
Remember, you can type like I'm about to colon and then start typing the word geek, and the members emojis will come up. There's a lib one in the chat there, so there you go. Have fun with those. But great to see you all. Thank you so much for coming in. I really do appreciate it that you come along and spend your Thursday afternoon into evening, depending where in the world you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Herman, why did you decide to start flying drones? What is it that drew you towards them?
Well, what drew me to getting it is that my little guy, he wanted a drone for Christmas. He was 12 years old, and he says he wants a drone with a camera. I was like, a drone with a camera? Okay. I want a drone with a camera. You know how expensive these things are?
Yeah.
So I went out and I bought the drone, and I had gotten one of those, what was that, Harley Stone?
Oh yes.
And I didn't even like it. So I had gotten the Phantom for myself, and I ended up getting one for him, and we started flying all together.
That's so cool.
And then at one point, like I said, it was me, him, and Lawrence at one point. And kids get older and they start finding
Other things.
girls as they get into high school.
Yes.
So
Yes.
they forget about the drone sitting in the box.
I think it's so important if you're starting out to get the right one. Otherwise, it'll put you off, won't it? If you start with a crappy
That's
one,
right,
you're not going to want
yeah.
to pursue it anymore.
That's right, because I often see on things like Facebook groups and things where people will say, "What's the best drone under $100 or under $200?" and that sort of thing. And I think, okay, I can't really give any kind of advice on that because
Yeah.
one, I've never bought those cheaper drones, but two, as you're quite rightly saying, Lib, you don't get the real experience of flying a drone unless you
No.
invest. I mean, the Tello that you had is pretty decent, especially if you're indoors or without too much of a breeze.
I find it very difficult to start up, to get going. See,
Yeah.
What, the Tello?
and it's this little Tello, but it's to maneuver. I found it quite difficult, and I don't know whether that was because my thumbs were on the
Well,
screen.
It's a lot of lag.
Yes.
You're using the
Yes.
screen.
Yeah, if you're using the
Yeah.
phone, it
You
can
got to
be
get
difficult.
the controller, because even with the controller, there's a little bit of latency, the lag on it. when you-
Yes, it lags.
Yeah, and with the screen is even harder. That's why I bought
Yeah,
the
the
controller.
screen is very difficult.
Yeah.
Would you mind pulling
I
your
got the
mic a little bit
fellow right
closer
here.
to you, Lib? Just getting a
Pardon?
couple of. Would you mind pulling your mic a touch closer to you, because we're just
Yeah,
getting
not a problem.
couple of reports that you're a little bit quiet. You can actually, did you know, Lib, you can actually use an Xbox controller with the Tello?
Yeah, you told me this before. We haven't
Yeah.
got Xbox, see, we've got PlayStation. Yeah, that's a
I will
problem.
have to send you a controller then, because I've got about 60 of the things. So
I
I'm
was
sure
going
we
to say
can.
you've got quite the
I'm
collection.
sure we've got one we can spare to send you. But it's
Is
a
that
it's
better,
a
Sean, by the way?
oh that's
How does
that's
it hold
really
the phone?
good.
Pardon?
How would it hold the phone?
I don't think it does hold the phone, but obviously because you're sort of doing it in line
Yeah.
of sight, it's a little bit more controllable, and it's
Your-
it's very.
Your
I've
thumbs
flown
take up a lot
one.
of the space.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and
Can't
with,
see.
with an actual physical controller with the Tello, that actually
Yeah.
the response time is very very good. It is excellent.
Are the drones that are operated with the controller a lot more sensitive? Do you find you have a lot more control over preciseness then of the
Yes.
footage and things like
Yeah,
that?
the-
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
I think that depends on the drone too.
yeah, that's
and the
true.
flyer, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you
Oh,
know,
God,
with,
yeah.
well, Sean could tell you with the DJI stuff, a lot of that is great response.
Yeah.
With that controller, I noticed even with the one that I bought off of Amazon that's supposed to be for it, and it holds the phone in there. I don't know
Yes.
why. You know, you're right, Shorty, because you can't fly it. You can't fly it out beyond the line of sight. It don't
No,
go that-
indeed, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
although as drone flies, we're used to being able to see the screen as well, aren't we? So we've got
Yeah.
the telemetry and everything, and we know what's going on. Stevie High captured live connection. He said Xbox rules. Where were you last week in our drone and tech show last week, where
No,
I was asking
completely
people
disagree.
whether Xbox or PlayStation, and everyone was saying
PlayStation.
PlayStation. Oh, not you as well.
Yeah,
What
Luke's
happened
already
to
pre-ordered the
PlayStation?
PS5.
Oh, okay. You like to have a whole lot of games.
We are PlayStation. Well, I'm not such a gamer. I only got what are the games I'm playing at the minute? Oh my gosh, the Stranding.
Okay.
What's his name in it?
Yes, I knew you'd play that because you're in love
Yeah.
with Daryl from The Walking Dead.
Norman Reedus.
Norman
Yep.
Reedus, yes.
He
Yes,
does some things.
I could have, yes. Look, I'm just going to hold this for the rest of the show now.
Oh,
Why does
Xbox
everybody
thing.
get mad when I call it a zombie show?
It is a zombie show.
It is. It's exactly what it is, yeah.
100%.
Okay, so you guys agree. Maybe it was, no, it's not zombies, it's The Walking Dead. I'm like, okay.
Same
Yes.
thing. and did you know the oh, look at that. I'm surprised you came home.
I nearly didn't.
Although, as one of your recent TikTok shows, your husband isn't bad looking to come home to.
No, he's
to be
alright.
fair to him, he's all right. He's just a rock
alright.
star. Now he's a rock star. But yes, did you know actually completely going away from drones for a second, that the whole zombie era was possible because they made a mess up on Night of the Living Dead, and they actually
Yes.
forgot to copyright the movie. So everybody could basically use anything from it. You can actually on your YouTube channel, you could play that whole movie out, and there's no copyright issues with doing that at all. That's why the zombie era sprung out and it influenced so
Yeah.
many things, because there wasn't any kind of
That was a
ownership over it.
Major
I know. I mean,
mistake.
yeah. I mean, I suppose if there was, perhaps zombies wouldn't be as big as they were. But,
Yeah.
you
I
know.
wasn't into zombies. I'm not a big fan of the whole zombies sort of genre. And at first I was very against watching it, and then
Mhm.
I binge watched the whole I think he was up to season 6 in 4 weeks. I was like, that's it now, I'm done.
That's very similar to
I'm
my
addicted.
introduction to it. Actually, I think I came in when it was on season 3, and I binge watched the first few seasons when it came onto it came onto Netflix or Amazon or something,
Yeah.
one of the services that I have. So I do have to wonder actually if Herman thought that when he came on Geeks Varna he'd be talking about zombies.
The
No.
Walking Dead, yeah.
There you go. You're welcome, sir.
It can go anywhere.
Let me bring things back to drones by playing another
Yeah.
one of Herman's videos, and this one is at the Delaware River, at the old railway bridge there. And this shows a little bit more of those guys as well, because Lawrence is featured in this video very quickly as well. And this is just
okay.
a short edited version of that video for everyone to enjoy.
Good afternoon. You're watching another episode of Phantom Flight 101. And those guys are in Pennsauken, New Jersey. Over here we got the Betsy Ross Bridge. And we have the Del Air Bridge. The Del Air Bridge happens to be a train bridge. And it's probably one of the oldest connections from New Jersey to Pennsylvania. But I'm out here with those guys. Let's see who I'm out here with. You know these guys.
Hey, what's up? What's up? How are you?
We got Billy Kyle out here.
And how'd you like the spot?
Nice spot. Love it. Love it.
I'd like to see if this bridge lights
Got
up.
Justin.
This guy right here.
We got this guy. And we got that guy. And we got all these guys.
All of those guys. You got a pink eye that case.
About to put the bird up. Get some
Long
shots.
story.
Hope you enjoy the flight.
Baby, don't move now. Baby, don't move. You gotta stand still right now, where I can see you. There's a feeling in my heart so strange. Baby, I don't want you to change. Just stay the same, and everything will be okay. Promise I will always wait for you to go and find your own way. Will you hide the time as the summer passes? I will always say my time.
Absolutely awesome, and another fantastic video. It's as you say, it is a great community over there, and you've got people that are flying so many different types of drones. You've got the FPV guys hanging out with the camera guys and everything, and it's really good to see, because Justin, who is in there, who is Drone Evolution NYC, isn't he? He's an FPV flyer predominantly, isn't he, rather than cameras?
Well, he started out with the flying the Phantom and the Mavic, and he does a lot of different things. So he even flies the wings, the fixed wings.
Oh wow!
Flies those too. So yeah, he's doing the FPV thing now.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, he's,
You know,
he's
him
always
or-
he's always fixing something on your show, isn't he? He's always sort of sat there
Oh,
very
yeah.
diligently, using the time to solder things and
I'm
put things together.
obsessed with
He,
FPV
he's our tech
footage.
guy.
It's incredible, isn't it, Lib? It's a really dramatic footage,
Oh,
and
there's no comparison in my eyes. It's so dramatic.
hi everyone who's just joining us in the chat. John Coopy, very nice to see you, sir. Max Air 420, hello, sir. One of our FPV pilots in the community, actually, who is woefully undersubscribed. If anybody doesn't have Max Air 420, then you should get him. In fact, El Smeghead, would you find Max Air 420's channel and just stick it in the chat there for me for everyone to see? Some of his videos of cars drifting, etc., are just absolutely fantastic, mind blowing, frankly. Really, really good. So Herman, as far as your on the ground stuff, what do you use to record your to camera bits and things?
You know, I'm glad you asked me that. You know, when the Osmo Pocket came out, I told Lawrence I had to get that thing because I was looking at what it supposed to do. I didn't expect it to be that small, but
Yeah.
I've probably have given the Osmo Pocket the most real world test of anybody on YouTube. I use it for all of that ground footage, every single bit of it.
That's incredible. Yeah, I mean, the Osmo Pocket I love. I also love the Osmo Action, I have to say. And the first few months of my channel, up until only about 4 months ago, the first 6 or 7 months were the Osmo Pocket, and the rest of it was the Osmo Action. And they're great little cameras. I mean, and they almost, as I've heard many others say, they've almost sort of pushed themselves out of sales by calling it an action camera, because it's actually a really good all-round camera, and the bit rate and everything else is fantastic, and the 4K capability, it's absolutely fantastic. Matt Preston in the chat saying that he loves his older Osmo, and he's looking at the latest one. Yeah, very
I
nice.
wish they would make it a little bigger though.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know what you mean. I'm wondering if the Osmo Pocket 2 will be a little bit bigger, because I think some of the tech that might go into there and the larger camera, etc., might need it. But yeah, I know exactly what you mean with my sort of my sausage fingers.
I just think that where it was before the original one, and it had that camera was the same size as the camera on the Inspire.
Yes.
I thought that was nice.
Which is what Matt Preston's
make that a little smaller.
Absolutely, that's what Matt Preston's talking about in the chat there with the older Osmo. And I had an Osmo Plus that I found refurbished, because I wanted to own one, because it has obviously the zoom camera on there from the Inspires. But it even though it was refurbished, it was still in very poor condition, so I had to send it back. Unfortunately, I was gutted, because I want one of those as like almost like an antique on the wall or something, because they were very cool. They were very innovative little things. That were very cool.
I would love a removable battery on the Osmo Pocket too.
Yes,
that would
100%. Although probably because I stopped using mine, actually, I didn't have too many issues with it. So, but with that, but
is the life not as good, or?
Well, the problem is it's a sealed unit. So if you use it an awful lot, it will basically. If the battery life does go down, then you're going to have to send it off. But this is actually the camera here, Libin. This is it. That's a 4K fully gimbaled. Look, see it turn on. It will twirl around.
I thought you guys were on about like some digital camera.
Yeah, no. And then there's a little screen on the back for you to watch to see what you're filming. And then if you look
kind of like a GoPro.
Yeah. And if you look at the camera, it's fully stabilized. So it's a gimbal like a drone, basically.
That's brilliant.
They're great cameras.
How much did they set you back?
Oh, crikey, I don't remember. 300 and something, mid threes,
That's not so
early
bad.
to mid threes. It's good for what it does, I have to say. And now you probably get a second-hand one pretty cheap. So, yes.
I actually had a good deal on it.
That one's actually going somewhere. Someone has
it. I was the guy that keeps all of the gift cards and stuff like that. I get them from Best Buy.
Very nice.
So I'll hit Best Buy up when something that I really want comes out and put the gift cards down on the table. I'm like, okay, $50.
Very cool.
You're the coupon guy.
One thing I forgot to mention, I've put it in the members area anyway on the channel, but channel members, were having a members video meetup after the stream, so you can come along and have a chat with us for 15-20 minutes and hang out and say hi. I'll put the Zoom link in the members area, the community tab on the channel, and all members will be able to see it there as soon as the show finishes, basically, as soon as the music starts playing. I was going to say as soon as the fat lady starts singing, but actually I think it's a dude on our outro this week. A dude.
I thought you said till Libby starts singing. I was like, I didn't sign up for that.
Yet.
No, no.
We still
keep
want
trying to get me to.
We still want the Ready Set Drone song covered by Lib.
Oh man,
give the people what they want.
Song, isn't it?
Give the people what they want.
I think it's because it's such a there's not much fluctuation.
That's right. Which I think it was written that way intentionally, so that it's quite level and easy to auto tune almost.
Yeah.
Auto tune the way through there, which is always very cool. Right, another video from Herman's channel, I think, and this time Erie Basin Park. Enjoy, everyone.
Ooh.
I don't need no one to say you're complicated. 'Cause I knew from the start this might be overrated. It's so typical, you wanna give it one more try. Even though if your mind is telling you it's all a lie. Oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. I don't believe you, no. 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 One thing I love about you is your dedication. It got me dreaming at the station. On my way home, oh, I gotta wake up. This might be a breakup. 'Cause I don't believe you when you say that you miss me. 'Cause where are your actions to prove me you're different? When I say I need you and you head the direction that's leading away from me, baby. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't believe you, no. 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 I don't believe you, no.
Awesome shots, and I love the Era Basin Park area because it's got so many. It's really an intersection of so many different fascinating things, isn't it? Which obviously, as a drone flyer, you're able to capture the city, Jersey.
That landscape alone in the background,
Oh,
yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's
There's a
incredible.
lot of things over there. You know, there's also a ship that was on the from looking at the IKEA, it would be on the right side,
Yeah.
and it's an old ship. It looks like it's abandoned, but it's used for the part of that cement concrete mixing plant over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a big ship over there.
Just to answer somebody in the chat.
even-
Sorry, Emin. Just to answer somebody in the chat, Philip Koshat, the music actually is my fault. It's Epidemic Sounds. Whenever we have a guest on, just to make sure we've got the copyright okay for that, we actually put Epidemic Sound music onto it instead. So, but yes, but the music that Herman had was just as good as well. So pop along to his channel, link in the description to hear those.
Crazy selection.
Indeed, Albuquerque Quadcopter, great to have seen you. He has to hit the road. Thank you, sir. Nice to see you. And see you next time, Tony. Thank you very much for hopping in. So yeah, no, that's a fantastic location, and I've seen FPV flights there. I've seen other drone camera flights, and it's obviously a very popular location because you get some stunning views. I just love the view of one of your shots there coming back across IKEA with Manhattan in the background.
Yeah.
It just looks stunning.
Beautiful scenery.
On one side, you actually see Brooklyn, and Manhattan is on the other side.
It's
It's
amazing.
very artistic in a way that you've got all the greenery, and then at the background you've got the city sort
Yeah.
of outline.
No, indeed. And we have one more final video to play out quickly because I love Herman's stuff so much. That's why. So I want to keep playing his videos all night if I could. But this one's actually, let me see if I say it correctly. Is it Flushing Meadows Corona Park?
Yes.
Okay.
Very fitting.
So this is the Corona that we're allowed to like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Good afternoon. You're watching another episode of Phantom Flight 101, and this week's episode brings me to Flushing Meadows Corona Park, and I'm here with Novice Quads.
What's up, everyone?
About to put the bird up, get some shots, see what's going on out here. Hope you enjoy the flight.
Another awesome video. Thanks for that. One question that from the chat, actually, Matt Preston, one of our channel members. Hello, sir. Hope you're well. He was asking whether the meetups in New York were affected badly by the pandemic, and are they still going ahead at the moment?
Guys are still meeting up. Guys are wearing their masks.
Awesome.
When they go out to fly, you know. Even that day when Lawrence and I went out, we were at the park. We had our mask on, but there was no one in that park but me and Lawrence that day.
Nice,
But,
ideal.
we were out by the beach, put our mask on, people walking on the boardwalk. But guys are still having meetups. They're not as big, but there actually was.
It's good to hear they're still happening.
It was a couple of weeks ago. Capture Life. He's a member. He was there.
Yes, Tom, Capture Life Connection. Hello, sir. Good to see you.
And Tom was there. Yeah.
Lens Capture. That's it.
Yeah,
Sorry,
Lens Capture,
I just called Stevie Tom.
They're both Stevie and Tom. Yeah. They were both at a meetup a few weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
So guys are still meeting up. You know, they're just practicing their social distancing.
Yeah.
They're protective.
Yeah, exactly.
It's very mixed messages at the moment, isn't it? Like, we
the
know what we
UK
can do in the house, but we don't know what we could do outside the house.
Don't even. I feel sorry for my Welsh counterparts at the moment where Lib is, because it's just
Our
it's
city
all
is
over the
back in
place.
official lockdown now
All
again.
over the place. It's just crazy. And
Yeah. We've had the most cases in the UK again, haven't we?
yeah, it's just it's utter it's madness. But then only a couple of weeks ago, of course, they were giving us all £10 off meals to go out to restaurants. They're like, come out, and now they're like, go home. But I suppose
As long
it's
as
a
you're in
balance
by
between.
10, that's when Corona strikes.
That's it. That's when it comes to all the bars. There's some great TikToks
We're not.
on that.
We've
aren't
we've got to. We can go out and pretty much do whatever we want as long as we're in by 10 o'clock.
Never understood it either. Even with the 6 feet thing going into stores and other businesses.
Yeah.
Everyone stays 6 feet apart until we get inside.
Yeah, and I think the issue is that they just it's just something they haven't got really, and no one's really got a finger on the pulse of what has happened and what could happen, what will happen, etc. So. But Herman, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm going to let you go, sir.
Nice to see you.
You have to come back again and see us. I finally had the other side of those guys on, which is fantastic. There is a link in the description to Herman's channel. And if I've still got it, yes, it is there. And it is now going into the chat as well. Please pop across and subscribe to him. Because one thing I will tell you is we're trying to build up Herman's watch time as well. So go on there, watch some of his playlists. They're all
Get
beautiful.
your popcorn out and watch a few videos,
Beautiful
guys. Come on, it
videos,
doesn't
yes.
hurt.
Exactly.
Let's
So
do it.
that would be really fantastic.
Trying to get back out there in a couple of weeks. I still got this bum foot. So
Yes, indeed. Well, keep up with the physio, and hopefully we'll see you out there again. So, okay, so well, thank you very much. It's been great to see you, and we'll see you again soon.
bye-bye.
Bye.
See you later.
A great guy, isn't he?
He is like,
Don't
to be fair,
worry
all
about
of
talking to
Phantom
me. You
Flight
just
101
talk to the
are
chat. Don't worry.
amazing.
You just talk to the chat.
I'm
Don't worry
talking to
about it.
our guys.
Yeah, don't talk to me or anything. You're only co-hosting a show. Don't worry about it.
No one wants to talk to you, Sean.
Oh, that's harsh. For those of you who've seen it, we have our new weekly, although it's going to be going probably to fortnightly soon, but our new series of FPV Wednesday.
Yes, I
where
know.
you
I'm
can
so
see-
excited to see this.
It's awesome, where you can see Lib. We're now on episode 3 is on the channel.
Yes.
Anyone that would like their FPV videos featured, send them to fpv geeksvana.com. A streaming link would be great. If it needs to be a Google video, then great as well for the quality. Just let me know what I need to do to download it in your email. And if you wouldn't mind putting in the email, I give you permission to share this footage. That would be fantastic.
I actually adore FPV Wednesday, so
it's been great,
I
hasn't it?
really look forward to seeing the footage.
Yeah, it's been so great. And one of the things I've been enjoying about it is we're bringing together people who are professional drone pilots to people who've been doing it just a couple of months.
That's right.
And you know what? The lines are blurred. You look at some of them and you're like, is that the guy with 100,000 subscribers? And actually, no, he's got 2,000. It's absolutely incredible. And in actual fact, I was going to play out one of the a slightly longer version of one of the clips from this week's clip from a fly called E-Drone, who is just absolutely fantastic and blew my mind with this. So enjoy some FPV action, everyone.
Yeah, this is the spot right here, man. Look at all them gaps. It goes all the way over there with trees. It connects to another building on the other side, and whoa, awning right here to power loop. Dude, this spot is a gem.
How cool was that?
We were just talking now, behind the scenes sort of thing, that you can actually view it through the VR headset. So that's definitely something I'm gonna do. That is so cool that you can actually do that.
Lindsay Hayes in the chat, that must be breaking the rules, flying the wrong way up a one-way street. you get comment of the evening so far.
Though,
I know,
that
but
contrast must have killed.
Oh yeah, but as Agent K saying, when he came up to the road and did the power flip backwards through the wires, actually went through the wires. That really blew me away. That was absolutely fantastic. And you can see more content like that on our FPV Wednesdays, where we bring lots of things together. On episode 3 that's on the channel at the moment, there's actually one where Fuxy FPV flies through a bartender while he's pouring a drink like this. He's pouring the orange juice into the glass, and he flies his drone through the arms. And to prove that he actually did it, it then rewinds, and it's a video of the drone going through his arms. It's a really cool little clip. Cool. Yeah, it's very cool.
That takes some precision.
Everyone should check that out. We're really enjoying bringing the FPV side across into the channel as well. It's been great fun. So, okay, coming up soon we have another viewer video. We've got some drone news to talk about as well, which is quite exciting, and a Lib catch up. So we get to embarrass Lib with her awesome TikToks. Which is fantastic. So coming up on Geeksvana, we have next week we have the other side of Geeksvana's live streams, Drones and Tech, which will be on Thursday the 8th of October, 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern. Our special guest is going to be Andrew from Crowded Space Drones. And many of you will know him, Andrew McQuillan from Cryospace Drones. We've done a couple of interviews with him on the channel. He's got so much happening in his world at the moment and with his business that we thought we'd bring him on live. He's a thoroughly interesting guy, a world of a font of knowledge to do with
He
drones.
seems 100 miles an hour. There's always something going on in the woodworks, isn't there?
Exactly. But we're also going to be drinking alcohol that night, so I hope that turns out well. As I don't technically
I will be
drink,
there in
but-
spirit drinking with you.
Yes, with my co-host Stephen, who I think will also be on the beers.
Oh,
as
he's
well,
a
so
Scot. He'll have no problem.
he'll be
there.
fine, won't he? One piece of exciting news, which I put on the community tab earlier in the week, is that we now have our first official sponsor.
Yay!
Yay, indeed. Drone Safe Register. You'll be hearing more about these guys in the coming days and weeks. And there's a new show starting on Geeksvana, which will be one that they're specifically sponsoring, along with this very live show as well, which is extremely exciting. And we thank everyone at Drone Safe Register, Mark and the team there, for coming along and supporting a small channel. We really do.
Amazing.
Yeah, we really appreciate it.
New
There's going to be
things on the horizon.
some fantastic things that we're going to be filming with them, and it's not just their sponsorship in terms of financial. We're going to be doing a lot of collaboration with them, which is going to be very, very exciting indeed, and it'd be interesting for us as a small channel to do new things as well, won't it? So so I'm really looking forward to that. Would you like to see a ship video? I said ship.
I was going to say, I don't want to see any more of your videos, Sean.
Oh.
You handed that one to me. You should do like drones
for
and
that.
drinking.
Drones and drinking. No, that's actually done by Original Dobo already, actually.
Do FPV and see how drunk and motion sick you get towards the end of the show.
See, we should test like how many beers it takes for an FPV, a really good FPV pilot to not be so good anymore. That would be quite
After
funny.
lockdown.
Yeah. Okay, here's an awesome video of a boat. There you go. A thing larger than a boat, a ship. From Paul Murray, who's one of our channel members.
I like Paul Murray. Let's go.
Yes, I'm not swearing. Another fantastic video there from Paul Murray, who is one of the channel members, and we really enjoy watching his stuff. It's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, just again very quickly, hi John Donado in the chat, and everybody else that's joined us. Master Stupid, I still love your name. It's hilarious. And Welsh Wheelchair Rob, who used to be called Rob S. Hello,
Hey,
sir.
Rob.
Do you know what he said? Should have landed on the helipad. And actually, I was just saying, imagine having to try and get a helicopter in on there. That would be quite crazy. So, fun and games. Should we do a little bit of drone news?
Yeah, let's do it.
We can actually talk over this video because there isn't any audio to it. But this is, as people will know, and I wanted to get Libs. This is a story now from last week. In fact, I put a video out on it straight after the live stream last week. But this is actually the Ring See Everywhere, Be Everywhere, whatever you want to call it, drone, which is going to be a new little security gadget coming out next year. And it's going to work in combination with the Ring home security system. And if it hears like a door opened, that type of thing, it will go over and check it out and will send you the live feed. I understand the way it's going to work is it will also, for certain live security systems, it will send the message back to that company that something needs to happen, so the authorities can be called, etc.
Nothing that a bat won't fix, though, surely.
Yes, yeah, a large baseball bat and it's gone. Exactly. Well, not even that. You could just pluck the thing out the air and go and sell it down the road.
Well, yeah. What stops them from doing that? That's a good point.
Yeah, when he came in and the guy went oh, and then ran away, I thought, I tell you what, even in Surrey or London, let alone downtown Wales, that thing's got no chance. You know,
To be fair, you'd see it coming towards you, go, "Oh, job done." And
yeah, I'm
bugger
off
with it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm off.
Because that's the thing, you've gone into nick. Let's face it.
Yeah, exactly. So no, it's. I mean, because I was interested in last time when we talked about delivery drones, and you had a very different sort of view to me because you're not looking at it just from the geek. You're thinking actually why, and for this one, I think again it might be a little bit of that because obviously we do all have these cameras that I've got cameras all over my house that cover most of the areas that you can see, but.
Yeah.
But the little geek in me, the gadget geek in me, really wants one now.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I think it's a super cool. How cool would it be to someone opens the door and you've got a robot greeting you? That's like something from sci-fi films. But again, it's the practicality, really.
Exactly.
I'll take those robots that hoover my floor any day.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Got a purpose to them.
Exactly.
You know
Although the same reason I don't have the robots on the floor is actually the reason why I probably wouldn't be able to have one of these is my cat.
Your cats.
Yeah. Because my little boy cat would sit next to that thing for weeks on end, waiting for it to take off again. He would be like just sat there staring at it the whole time.
Or
he would
sat on
fall asleep or on it.
it.
Actually, I did have a cat once that would have slept on top of it just out of bloody mindedness type thing. So yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think, and the design of it. Oh my god, I love the design of it. I love that it slots in. It's beautiful.
Yes.
I don't think they're quite there with. I mean, if it was like linked straight to the police, so the footage live feed would alert the police. But then again, practicality,
that could have
of them
issues
would
as
be
well.
going off?
Yeah, no, indeed, exactly. Yes, how many false alarms? The drone flies over and it's the neighbour's dog or something.
Exactly.
I think that it'll be interesting to see because it's only next year it's going to be coming out. They didn't, apart from that little video, they've released no more information. And there's a lot of things that us drone techies are thinking. Okay, how is this going to happen? Obstacle avoidance. How is it going to land itself so precisely? When it's actually it's a difficult thing for even expensive drones to do, which is so it's going to be interesting.
Wouldn't it be cool if it had a voice though? If it was like, you are trespassing, that would be creepy.
But then we are getting to Skynet, aren't we?
Yes, Terminator is coming. I swear by it.
You heard
Arnold's
it here
gonna
first.
be knocking on our door soon.
Geeks One of Drone News is predicting Terminators and Arnold
Come with me if you
Schwarzenegger
want to
knocking
live.
on your door.
Yeah.
I'm going to clip that as a soundbite for next week's show.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one more piece of drone news, which again is something. This actually isn't anything to do with drones, but it's techie kind of. But you know when something's so cool, so cool, you've got to include it. Watch this, and I haven't shown Lib this yet on purpose. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it there. Actually, he still hasn't made it to the patients yet.
She's dead now.
Yeah, it took so long to fly up there. I mean, it's another thing like the delivery drones and the drone we were just showing, the Amazon Home drone thing, that they look cool, and all of us techie guys like in the chat are like, oh, that's awesome. But actually a normal person would look at that and say, why?
It looks like an Aldi Sport Iron Man.
Budget Iron Man is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Do you see the little flashing lights on his shoulder?
Oh my! If he started coming up to me and I've had an injury, I'm thinking I'm already gone, aren't I?
Well, the thing is though,
What meds am I on?
flashing lights on emergency services vehicles are generally to tell other people to get out of the way, of course, and to warn them that they're approaching a scene where they need to be careful. Who is he telling the sheep that with the flashing lights? Is he telling?
It's to make him feel important, isn't it? It's like,
I mean, it's cool. It's very, very cool. And if I think perhaps another couple of generations down the line,
it's just like getting it on. Don't worry,
Yeah.
love. I'm coming. 1 minute. 2
Yeah.
hours later. 1 minute, love. Just get myself ready.
Marcel Robert has said, how is he going to be able to deliver pizza like that though?
Oh, for
Yeah,
God's
where does he put the pizza, Marcel? Exactly.
Yeah, when he gets to it, what's he gonna do? Go right.
Well,
okay, I
in
can
the
see you're
video,
injured.
they assessed her and then called in a helicopter airlift to pick her up. And it's like, well,
So,
why didn't the helicopter just
get
go
the
and
helicopter
get her?
there, innit?
Perhaps actually the tech that could remove all of that is have an app on your phone that links with your camera and links with the app on the phone of the paramedic all the way down that pulled up in the car, and then they can show you video of the injury and have the
Yeah.
patient answer questions and do pretty much what they would be able to do on a triage, and then
Yeah.
they could have called the helicopter in another. Well, we still don't know how long it took him to get there. Actually, to be fair, because we cut the video, so another few minutes earlier. So I don't know whether it's we've got this thing that does this and it's cool. Let's try and find something that works with it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's
It's
like
very
when
cool.
like when Riley is going outside, instead of putting shoes on, he wants to put his Heelys on. It might get him there faster. By the time he's bloody found them, put them on.
Yeah.
Fussed about getting them on.
What happens if you get arm cramp, or and I know they're all going to be like mega fit people and everything else like that, but what happens if you get arm cramp, or I don't know.
But that's where, when we've talked about the drones before, like in assisting people, there you go. Send a drone up there for initial assessment.
Yes.
The traffic
Absolutely.
light system. Send it back down. Job done.
Yeah, exactly. Or just a phone app. Everyone's got phones. I suppose there's a thing like the phone signals might not work.
If I
and
had
that
some
type of
flying
thing.
man coming up to me, I'd be thinking I'm on some strong painkillers. Whatever this is, I want more of.
That's right. But and as Master Stupid saying, it would have taken 30 minutes to hike up there. Exactly. So
He's probably used to the motion sickness.
has
no?
its-
He was
you
born
would
in the
think so.
60s, I imagine.
Who?
He was flying way back, that paramedic, weren't he? So I guess he's kind of used to it.
I'm not going to cast aspersions of that brave paramedic. You can do that. That's fine. I don't mind. Just a quick reminder for channel members that you get lots and lots of exclusive content if you decide to become a member. From $1.99 a month upwards, there's different levels that give you different perks, including lots of custom emojis, lots of behind-the-scenes videos. I've just put the second episode of the members podcast up there, which was my special guest, Matt Williams, was with me. That was a very interesting chat with him. We talked everything from YouTube creation through to drones, and even talked about cats at one point. Honestly, it's a great episode. And in the future, of course, we'll have Lib along as one of the special guests as well, and get to know a bit more about her if we dare. And of course, because it's the members video, we don't have to worry about swear words and things.
I knew that
so
was coming.
you can possibly hear the real Lib that I have to deal with on a daily basis.
I'm trying my best to be tamed. That's why I tend to stutter a lot, because
Yeah, because you want to
I
say a
usually
swear
fill
word.
it in with the swear word. Yeah.
Fantastic. And just so everybody remembers, you can go support Lib. You can search for LibMarie_X on TikTok and Instagram. There are also links in the description below. And I actually have a couple of your more recent TikToks to play out. These are very quick videos, which is why I enjoy them, but they're very funny ones. And here's the first one.
Now I feel better. Of course, that might not do any good. You see, nobody's missing a porpoise. It's a dolphin that's been taken. The common harbor porpoise has an abrupt snout, pointed teeth, and a triangular thoracic fin, while the bottlenose dolphin, or Tursiops truncatus, has an elongated beak, round cone-shaped teeth, and a serrated dorsal appendage. I'm sure you already knew that. That's what turns me on about you. Your attention to detail.
Listen, pet dick. How would you like me to make your life a living hell?
Well, I'm not really ready for a relationship, Lois, but thank you for asking.
I found it very cool that you were lip syncing in the background there.
Yeah.
You were actually talking.
You have to remember it I don't know any of the words before I film. So
Yeah.
as I'm filming, I'm trying to remember what comes next. So it's because it takes like 50 or 60 takes.
Yeah.
Now I know it all off by heart. I can't help myself.
But anyone that wants a good laugh, it's like the thing I like about TikTok, and if you follow people like Lib, is that, whether you're sat on the toilet or no, I'm joking, I don't have my phone on the toilet, but
it's so true.
But whether you're waiting for a bus, I don't wait for buses. I don't know. Okay, all right. I sit on the sofa ignoring my girlfriend watching TikTok. Okay, I'll admit it.
too.
But when you're sitting on the sofa ignoring your girlfriend playing TikTok, it's good fun because it's short little things. You don't have to get too engrossed into it. Sometimes like YouTube and that type of thing, and I really enjoy it. And here's one that actually made me laugh out loud and made me spit out some food actually when I first saw it.
I remember you commenting on
It's
this
a very
one.
short one.
Whose horse is that?
Luke did the exact same thing. He doesn't typically laugh to my stuff, but even he laughed at that one.
It's the facial expression.
Whose horse is that?
Whose horse is that? Whose horse is that? Absolutely fantastic. Just a quick reminder for everybody that, of course, after the show at 1 a.m. in UK time, 7 p.m. Central, I have to remember all these different times. I'm becoming a walking world clock,
Yeah,
which is quite
fair
funny.
play to you.
Thursday Night Live with Ken Heron is on. The co-host this week is Kelly Green, and it's actually going to be our good old Tater. Tater is going to be the guest. Get there, Sean.
Yep.
Get there, Sean. Come on, Sean, you can do it. Get there.
You can do it, Sean.
You can do it, Sean. And they're actually going to be having apparently the battle of all battles of the 1 second song, which is actually quite funny.
Oh, right, okay.
They have this thing where Kelly Green and Ken used to work in radio for decades together, so they know a lot of music. And Kelly Green can guess pretty much any song just hearing a second of it. It's incredible, especially
That's talent.
especially the genres that he loves, like the 80s and that type of thing. So they actually bring people on to play against him, and they play 1 second of the song, and then they have to shout out the answer first.
From 1 second. That's
From 1
crazy.
second, because also 1 second, YouTube won't copyright strike you for it. Which is, it's clever, isn't it? And there's lots of
Clever.
entertaining stuff like that on Thursday Night Live, including a much more in-depth drone news by Jeff Sills. Who's one of my man crushes. I love Jeff. He is the king of drone news.
Love a bit of Jeff.
Yeah, indeed, exactly. We all love a bit of Jeff.
Everyone loves a Jeff.
There you go. I'll clip that for him. He'll be very happy with that.
Yeah.
So, okay, everyone, thank you very much for joining us this evening. That is the end of the show. Members, remember, we're going to be doing the members meetup straight afterwards. I will put the Zoom link in the community tab in just a couple of minutes. You can come along and hang out with myself and Lib and have lots of fun. Okay.
Lots of fun.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks, Lib.
We shall.
Yes, although members will see you sooner because you're taping a bit of a behind the scenes thing, aren't you?
I am. Yeah, I am.
Which is awesome. So
members
members
will
keep an
see
eye
me
out for that.
shortly.
Wonderful.
Hopefully in the next couple of days.
Peace.